Woodyard. Today we're moving some wood. So yesterday I moved a bunch of these logs from the piles. I separated all the small stuff from the big stuff, and I put a bunch over here by the processor, you can see, and next to it. So I got a bunch of wood staged, and what I'd like to do now is I'd like to cut up all this small stuff because it's oak, and a lot of this is going to be ready to burn right now because it's small, cracked all the way through, so it'll be really dry. And there's probably a full semi-load here, probably good 12 full cords here, I'm thinking. And before I do that, I want to get this stuff out of here. This is ash that Mike brought here from a place that he helps out at, the gun range, and they were getting rid of all their ash trees because they were dying off. So he went, cut it, hauled it, split it, and dumped it here. So there's probably a little more than a full cord of wood right there, and I got to get it out of here because my plan is, what I want to do is start cutting on this end right here, because it's all small, so I'm not going to run it through the processor. It's tiny stuff. So I'm going to cut it, block it all up, and then chuck all the rounds over this way, and then start splitting right here, have it all pile up right here, so that it's all up against the barn. And the reason we do that is because the barn wall is like 10, 12 inches thick, and it's really nice and solid, so we can push up against it with the bucket, and it's a nice concrete here, so we can scoop it up real easily, and we can take it and put it right back into the bins without having to touch it again. So, and I got the big bucket on here. This is the skid steer bucket, and this is not the bucket that the tractor came with. This is a much bigger one. The tractor bucket's back over there. It's a smaller bucket. This holds a lot more. It's much deeper, much wider. Just holds wood really good. So that's what I'm going to do. We're going to scoop it up. We're going to go put it all back into a bin to get it so that it's out of the way and we got more room. So, moving wood. done. So now that I got some time, I'm gonna push this stuff up into a pile that Mike cut up, so I'll get it all consolidated. So when I go to split it, it's all in one spot. So as soon as I got the tractor out and the bucket on, and we're gonna do that. You left a couple pieces of hickory in there. I'm gonna have to get that separated out, but we'll push this all together right now. So there it is. I got all of the big chunks that Mike got cut up from that nasty ugly wood from the tree service stuff. got that put into a pile. We just got to finish cutting this up, and then all that stuff can be split. A lot of that's going to end up being boiler wood for Bert, but that's good. More wood is the right amount. And this bin that I put this ash into, everything from right here going that way is all hickory, all the way down to where the beach starts, which is right here. I got kind of a wall, and then that's all beach there. So this stuff here is over a year old, this stuff here is over a year old, and this ash is not even a month old, if that, weeks. But it'll dry fast. It'll be dry real fast. So that bin is kind of how it's going to be. And then this one I'm going to take apart, and this will be our access to that bin and to that bin. And then over here we'll be able to access from the outside, because as you can see, if you look out into the field, the corn is going fast. They've been working at it for the last, I don't know, 2.5 days. And I think they're going to finish it today. So they got all this done, and they're over there cutting right now, picking it. So they've been working hard at it, getting it done. So then all this here is locust all the way to right about here. And then I've got oak from here all the way down to right about here. And then this is all ash. All this is ash. And then down on the far end here is, right here is all white oak that was just put in not long ago. And this stuff here will need at least 6 months, if not longer, to dry. It'll dry really fast out here because it gets so much sun and wind, especially now that the corn's gone. It's going to get lots of wind. It's like a fan, like Bert says, the fan is on. It's always on. And then this bin, I'm going to take that one that I'm taking apart. All of those are going to go over here, and this will be extended all the way over to the trailer there. So this will all be bin, and then that'll be open to plow that way, because where you see the totes down there, those are going to be gone, and the pile of wood right next to it, there's a stack, there's a full cord of birch, that's all going to be gone, so we'll plow right out that way. So we're kind of getting it ready for winter and getting it kind of organized. Lots of work to do yet today, but what I really want to be able to do is get going on this oak, because as you can see, that was oak there, and that bin is gone. And that was, I don't know how much was in there, a lot. It's been selling very fast, which is normal this time of year. So I want to get that done, and then once I get that emptied out, then all of this up here, the small stuff, this can go right into that bin that I just showed you. And then all this big stuff here, the stuff that had bark on it, will go through the processor, and that'll go into a different bin. But there's probably a truckload here. And like I said, my plan is I'm going to start cutting right here on this end. This one shouldn't be in there because that's going to be wet as can be because it's got bark on it. I'll have to throw that off. So I'm going to cut on this, and I'll chuck the rounds over here. Just kind of migrate it, and then we'll split it going that direction. Start here and split with the splitter, everything falling off this way, and then just build into it going this direction, so that this wood here can all be scooped up with the bucket same way and put right into the bin. So that's what's going to happen. And as I cut this, there's probably going to be some stuff in here, like this one right here. Probably shouldn't be in there. That's probably going to be wet inside. This one might be. It's not cracked too much. So there's going to be some wet ones in there, and I'll just toss those off to a different direction, probably out in the middle here, and I'll just push those off to the side and get to them later. But the dry stuff I want to get done as soon as I can. So there you go. It's a little job, but it's a job that had to get done, so tomorrow I can start cutting. That's the plan. It's supposed to cool off even more than it is today. Today's high is in the like 50s right about now. It's supposed to cool off the next few days and be awesome for cutting firewood. So come on back. That's what's happening tomorrow. Chainsaw! Go watch some more videos. There's 1,600 waiting for you. See you tomorrow morning, 5:30 a.m. Good night, Irene.